Welcome to the Clip Farmers Podcast. Make sure you tap the bell, subscribe, like. Let's do it.
You never let us say anything, Don. What?
You're talking now. What are you talking about?
Is it my
now.
turn yet?
Yes,
Let's just start. Let's start the podcast.
Let's start, yeah.
Let's do a fucking podcast.
Episode 2 of Clip Farmers. We're back. Oh my gosh. How long was it since the last one, Don?
It's been a couple months because we've been busy. But there's a lot of shit going on.
There is a lot of shit. We have been doing a lot of clip farming, and
you guys have been campaigning for Mamdani, no?
Oh, me? Oh, I think you're talking about Chris.
Hey, don't put me in that. Don't put me in that spotlight.
You don't have to do that. I'll pick you up, Chris.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want you to talk the first time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, they
And
don't even know who I am.
It's not that bright in here. The lights are not that bright. Are you good?
Yeah. The sunglasses always stay on.
Oh.
That's just the rule.
They do.
When you're producer Chris.
Yeah.
They don't even know who I am because Katya was here last time.
Yeah, Katya is on vacation right now. We miss her very much. But she will be back. But it's been a few months since the last episode. And, I kind of want to remind people about what a clip farmer is and what the point of this podcast is. Because this is a detour from the other kinds of content and podcasts and interviews you typically do. So for you, why do you want to do this?
This is stuff I would like to do more. I don't know, pop culture or just more fun stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody thinks I'm the political guy. And you guys know me, honestly. I'm not that political. It's just that I report on it. But other than that, I really don't care about politics that much. But anyway, so I like doing it because you guys are fun. You're young. You keep me young, even though I'm younger than Chris. And when I found out seriously what a clip farmer actually does, when you guys explained that to me, it was like one of the most interesting things that I've ever heard. And it kind of explains to me in some ways how trends get going on the internet and how some people go up in the algorithm and others don't. So that's why I'm going to do it.
Totally.
It's informing people.
And I think, Chris and myself had, when coming up with this podcast and with you as well, we're kind of thinking along the lines of we've been clip farming Don for over a year.
We're about
now.
a year mark that we've been working together.
Yeah.
Your best year of your life, right?
Yeah.
Also, we're doing it because you guys were like, when are we doing Clip Farmers?
When are we
When are we shooting another episode of Clip Farmers? When are we doing it? I'm like, okay, whatever.
And we've switched up the location a little bit, too. I hope you guys enjoy this.
You like my new living room?
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I want to go off the tracks.
Of course.
Everyone keeps telling me, or in your comments, Don, you look so happy. Don, do you feel free? Is it true? Do you feel so free right now?
What are you trying to say?
Spill, man.
What's going on?
You don't say to a black man, do you feel
come
free
on.
right now? Can you believe this shit?
Come on.
Chris, you
Come
should
on
know
now.
better than that. Being from Florida in the South, you know better than that.
I said
How
verbatim
dare you.
your comments. So I'm media trained, but I'm just so happy. Like
I'm just
what we're
fucking
trying
with
to
you,
say,
know that.
Don, is a lot of people, when they come up to you, are like, I love this new Don. I
He's
love
free.
seeing you.
Swing low.
You said it, not me, man. But no, for real.
Totally. Because I can say whatever I want. Okay, let me tell you this. So I went on MSNBC the other night, and I love Ari Melber. I was on his show. He's a great guy. I was on his show, and right before I went on, they played Donald Trump saying "fuck." Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had to say, we're just going to play this one time in its entirety, and we're not going to play it at all without bleeping it or whatever. And I'm like, what is going on here? And then I remembered that's how you had to be. So I had to be that person that was always self-editing in my head and thinking like, grandma's at home or kids may be watching. This is, and you don't have to do that. You can say the F-bomb. I try not to use it.
Yeah.
I try to use it sparingly, but I don't have to warn people that I'm going to say that word.
I am curious because you say you're a big fan of Ari, and are these network journalists, are they jealous of where you're at now and the freedom that you have on your own independent network?
I don't know what's in their head. I can't say that they're jealous, but I will say that they're curious, and they ask me about. Some of them are too embarrassed to ask me. A lot of them know where it's going, but most of them are complimentary, at least to my face. They're very complimentary or very happy for you, but I think they're curious about where it's going. And this is not for everyone. Not everybody can do this. Who's necessary? Who's in sort of traditional corporate media? Not everybody can do this.
You're a generational talent is basically what we're saying. See, those are my words now.
No, but seriously, you guys work with a lot of people.
Yes. Yeah.
And
honestly,
is it different working with me?
Not trying to glaze. You are an amazing talent to work with. Like you pick stuff up really quickly, and I would say
I am trying to glaze.
Okay, I'll glaze you.
Ton of
Okay,
fun, man.
sorry, Tim. We're gonna glaze for a second.
Wait. Okay. Tim, Chris. If y'all know Tim, do they look similar to you guys?
Put the picture up.
Something happened. Y'all were at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards.
Oh yeah.
And I get a text from Chris, and I was just like, I was at a music festival working, and it says, "I keep getting mistaken for Tim." LOL.
Well, because I tell people, they're like, "Oh yeah, husband, hi Tim." I'm like, "No, it's not my husband. It's my work husband." He is my work husband, seriously.
There you go.
But it's completely platonic. He's already told me. He's like, "Bruh, you know, I get along with everybody. I'm just not diverse." I'm like, "What?
Okay, but
What does diverse mean?"
one thing I will say, one woman goes in my ear and she says, "Your husband is just so lovely," at the after party. And I don't know if I told you this. We're walking out and Yolanda Adams performed at the event, and she just opens her arm and says, "It is just so nice to meet you," to me, and she just gives me the warmest hug, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's, like talked about his team. And then later I'm like, oh, she thought I was his husband. And it was one of the best hugs of my life. I don't know what it was. It just felt so good. But I can't lie. I had fun being, I guess, your husband for that night.
That's a clip. Clip it.
No, there's a clip.
Hey, yo.
Oh, hey,
Kiki Palmer. I saw you with
No
Kiki.
Diddy.
No.
So you said you were my husband for one night. I'm just saying.
No Diddy. We were walking out of something we were doing earlier, and some dude says, "Yeah, I have a Luigi doll in my car."
Oh, yeah.
And Don turns around and gives me the.
No, we said we were at Eric Adams, the New York City's mayor. He's running. Today was a launch. We're taping us on the day of the launch of his new, for his he wants to run a second term, and there were people in the crowd, and one of them had, like, protesters. One of them had a free Luigi. What do you call that?
It was like a cardboard cutout of his body.
And he said, "Oh, my name." They were yelling my name over there. The guy's name was Eric, because they were yelling Eric Adams.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, is your name Luigi?" Because there are Luigi's over there. They're yelling his name. And he goes, "No, I don't have a Luigi." And I said, "There's a cardboard cutout." And he said, "Oh, I don't have a Luigi. I have a Luigi doll in my car." And I was like,
and then Dom started walking, turned around, went, and then kept walking, and I lost my mind.
That was some weird shit. But can I ask you guys something?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've noticed now, you told me it was going to happen, I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
So you guys notice when people stop me, they're like, "Oh man, I watch you all the time," and they're like online, and I'm like, "No way." It used to be CNN, and now it's, "Oh, I watch you on YouTube, I watch you on TikTok, I watch your Instagram."
Yep.
What the fuck, man? Is that because of clip farmers?
It's just you and what we're putting out. We're putting a mixture of your news elements to everything, and then we're also making you kind of a meme, hence you knocking on subway cars and having a birthday party.
Yeah, you're getting me in trouble.
I think it's the fact that
Good trouble.
good trouble, and it's the fact that we are able to show people
A different side of me.
a different side of you, but also what you do on the news end is all, like, obviously connects with people. And then we come in and say, this is not the Don we know. We know a funnier Don, someone that has a lot more personality than maybe some content the live show lets on.
Thank you.
You know?
But I think when I say you guys get me in trouble, you get me it is good trouble, because it's always the old school media that's like, Don Lemon has lost his mind.
Is he crazy?
He's struggling he's having emotional problems after CNN. I'm just fucking having fun, right?
There you go. That's what the people want to know.
I love me a Daily Mail article.
What do you think about Daily Mail?
Look, I used to. Here's a weird thing now, right?
Yeah.
You guys were saying, "Am I ever going to let you talk?" I don't want this podcast to be all about me, but it is. I mean, it can be all about me.
Yeah, come on.
So, it used to bother me. None of that shit bothers me anymore, because 5 seconds after they put it out, even if it's a lie, it's gone in something else. Like they're gonna drop something else. If it's like really radically, if they accuse me of some crazy shit, then I might care. But after, I don't really care that much anymore.
Yeah.
But I will say though, when you guys got to know me, because even when we were working together in New York City, you didn't. Until we started going on road trips together and like traveling and being in the same car. And then I'm like, I would joke around about, we're going to have to sleep in the same bed because I can't afford to buy rooms for everybody. You guys were like, what the fuck? It was a joke.
Crazy.
We did not do that. But anyway, I mean, we became, did you guys? I don't know what y'all were doing.
Royal Sinesta.
All I remember is getting to my room being so tired, and Don's like, "You're gonna get a drink with me downstairs, right?"
Oh, did I do that?
Like we went all down. Yeah, we were like,
I'm a workaholic, bro.
You're a beast.
I
You
work.
are.
I'm used to working long hours.
You're a beast. But
Yeah, but you are too.
No, we appreciate that. We're all kind of the first road trip. This guy was like, we got to Chicago.
Yeah.
He's from. He originally is from
This
Chicago.
man Don is barking in my ear about how Chicago stinks.
I did not say Chicago
He's
stinks.
gonna get
It's not what I
you.
said. No, it's not what I said. I said that Chicago is very polar. It's like a segregated city. I lived in Chicago. I love Chicago, but it was a segregated city. I said it was cold, and I said that I prefer New York City, and you're like, Chicago.
Yeah, he was kind of having a little moment.
No, but
You
Chicago
got
was
it.
great. When we went there, we were in a great neighborhood. We were in this cool
It was
loft.
summer. It
was
just.
It was
summer.
great.
We had fun.
Okay, so these guys had no idea. We'd be on the streets of New York. People would say, "Hey, Don Lemon, whatever." You freaked out at the convention, didn't you?
I mean, you
It's
got
insane.
mobbed. Like I was like,
kind of crazy.
I knew
Everywhere,
you were
too.
like
Even
famous,
I had no
but-
idea. It was just kind of weird.
But I won't lie, it was one of the most fun events we've ever done. We do a lot of music festivals and a lot of other type of events. I mean, it was interesting, but by the end of the time, we were like in a booth with Jesse Jackson
Yeah.
and Dave Chappelle. It was.
And you're.
I was like,
you the dude. Who's your R dude from the convention?
Gavin
Newsom. He's back though. He's
Gavin's back.
The first podcast we had words to say.
Yeah.
What are you thinking now? Where are we with Gavin?
He's taking a note out of your playbook.
But Gavin's back. Gavin. Come here, Gavin.
Come on.
Come on,
you see
if
this?
you don't come on the Don Lemon Show, then come on the Clip Farmers. These guys can interview. I'll let you guys sit down and interview them. I'll just be in the back, like in their ear, giving them questions, maybe. Oh no, I'll just let you do it.
I
I'll just
see
let
him.
you guys
He's
do it.
trying on TikTok now. It's a little. It's
Is it cringe?
It's stilted. It's very. You know what I mean?
It's kind of cringe. He's not like he has like an intern that's like 35 running it probably.
Let me ask you guys something. When you see like traditional journalists now, like doing, 2-camera vertical videos, is it cringe or, because vertical videos, I mean, they're okay, but they're not, are they kind of almost over? Like, or is it just,
Horizontal's definitely making a little bit of a comeback, but I mean,
it's not anything new.
but
They're
they
kind
don't-
of behind.
When
should I
you're-
tell him some sauce though on like how like should
No,
we
don't.
No.
Should we give him some sauce?
I mean, like, we just film on iPhone a lot of this
Yeah.
stuff. Like, everyone thinks you have to be all professional. Like, what was the first thing I said? Like, because you had a studio originally.
Oh, it was so everything. The studio. I do look back at the old episodes and I'm like, that looks
It
really
was great.
good.
It looked good, but now like we moved everything to iPhone. Like when we film on
Yeah.
the streets, everyone thinks
Everything's
you need all
iPhone.
this. So
Yeah.
that's the one thing we're not gonna. Tell
But I
them.
will
And
say for like politicians making content is you're playing a losing game, I feel, where it's like no matter, even if like you adhere to what we think is the most comfortable, welcoming format, you're still saying things that certain people are not going to like. And I feel like that is sort of a big component in that.
Yeah.
Like it is a losing game.
Yeah. You think it's because it's too much, it gives people too much of a space to criticize, you think? Or what?
Well, I'm saying I think no matter how you flip it, how you format it, whether vertical, horizontal, iPhone, professional camera, the fact of the matter is there's always going to be people that are going to be looking for something
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
dislike about it.
What do you guys, speaking of politicians and their digital game or social game, streaming or whatever it is, what do you guys think of Zoran Mamdani? Because they're saying that his social media campaign is one of the things that helped to really get him elected.
One of the best
Or
I've seen.
get him where he is.
My
now.
thoughts on Zoran's social campaign was incredible,
Mm-hmm.
and it was safe. It was safe,
He's very safe.
very safe, and
Yeah.
it's not. We talked about this. He's not going to win it if he plays safe these next few months. I don't think whatsoever. He's going to have to get bold. He's going to have to go on the Don Lemon Show.
He's got to come on. He's got to come on the Don Lemon Show.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to answer tough questions instead of setting up these safe collabs with all these different creators. I thought they played it great, and that's why he won the primary. But it's a little manufactured. I thought his social, too, everything he did was correct. I really thought, like, walking the all of Manhattan, that was just, it was so smart.
Yeah.
So smart.
And we were going to do that. We were going to take part. I think we were trying to take part in that. But on that one day, we were in L.A.
Yep. Getting
so-
your award.
Have you
Yeah.
tried to interview Zoran?
Yeah, we
So
tried.
far? What
I
happened?
talked to his people, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we can't wait." And then now, crickets.
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 Why do you think that is?
I think here's the thing. I think people don't know. People like to have a box that they put you in, and I think people don't understand where I am now. They're like, is he a traditional journalist? Is he a creator? What? And I'm sort of like, in between. Like, I don't know if it's a tightrope, but it's a balancing act for me. So it's both. But I think everybody's going to have to be both. But I really think that maybe they think like I had this relationship with Chris Cuomo, and they think like that I'm going to do something weird with him or whatever. But I actually like him. Do you remember early on, before anybody knew him, we gave his supporters shine in Washington Square Park? They came up to, they had just returned from a rally. They had Zoran merch on.
We put him in the video.
And we put him in the video. And we were like, oh, that's cool. There's somebody else running. We like it. And then, so I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's going on with that.
Maybe he's a little cautious right now. They don't want him to say the wrong thing or you to ask something that they don't want to prove before. But
I mean, he went on the Breakfast Club, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
but that's not the only, I love Charlemagne, but that's not the only thing. But also, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm known for asking tough questions. And so who knows? Or maybe they just don't like me. Maybe they just think I'm not brand safe or something. Who knows? Who knows what it is?
Well, switching.
He does need black support, though, by the way. And I have a huge black audience and people who go to the polls.
Tell them about you just had your live show.
I just had my live show. We sold out City Winery in New York City with a New York crowd, and I mentioned Cuomo. You remember during the thing,
booed.
And it was a boo.
But what was the demographic from this specific event?
What do you think it was? 90% black?
99%.
You think so?
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. 100%. It was 99%.
Yeah. Wait, but switching gears about brand safe, like being brand safe.
Yeah.
What happened in New Year's a few years ago when you were on live in New Orleans?
Yeah.
We want to know about that.
What do you mean? Oh, you guys don't know. Everybody knows. It's not just last year. Last year in New Orleans? You mean the last time I was on
we
CNN?
mean your CNN broadcast where it hit midnight and someone was backing that ass up.
Oh, no. They didn't tell me in my ear that it was New Year's Eve. But you guys, that was nothing. You guys should see me. I pierced my ear once. What they're doing now is what I did. Like drinking, nobody used to drink but me.
What's
Really?
the craziest
and I would get in
one?
trouble. People would call me and go, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. You have a reputation to protect. You're a serious journalist. Why are you drinking?" And I would respond and say, "It's New Year's Eve. Nobody's talking policy. Everybody at home is getting lit and having a good time. And so I am just doing what people at home are doing." And now everybody's drinking on CNN and on other broadcasts, and they're pretending like they invented it. That was me who started that.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, Mr. Lemon.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
By the way, 5 minutes. You want to know why? Because I'm going to interview Congressman Garcia.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk to him.
So we're getting cut.
He's now in the oversight committee. He's now head of the oversight committee.
Amazing.
So I got to go. You guys have fun.
Wait, last thing I have to say for our clip farm. We need to start a petition, the people of America, to get Don Lemon a New Year's Eve show. I don't know who's going to broadcast this.
Sponsor it. Maybe it should be Spotify.
I mean, it would be incredible.
Yeah.
I already have the ideas.
All right.
So go do your interview. We'll be right back after this message.
Oh my God, I will vote.
Oh wait, hold on.
I will
vote.
It's
What
both.
the fuck is it?
For Donald
Trump.
Trump. Doo-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Oh my God,
Hold on.
I will vote.
You got to do like the...
Do the shoulder shimmy, Don.
It's kind of a banger.
Who's that?
Okay, but it's
All right,
gonna
let's
catch
go.
you.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So we're back. How was it?
Back.
How was it?
No, it was great. We talked about everything. We talked about Mamdani. He talked about Democrats and social media, that they need to be on all platforms. It was good. He's a clip farmer.
There you go.
Ah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think we
Garcia,
get it. We get
Congressman
along.
Garcia is a clip farmer.
We-
He said Democrats need to realize they need to be on all of these platforms and not just to keep going on cable news where no one is watching.
He
or they're
just
preaching to the
earned
choir.
my vote.
He
There you go.
earned your
Yeah.
vote.
My vote.
My vote for
Donald Trump. No, Donald Trump.
It's kind of a banger. Like, I can't lie.
like it?
It's kind of a
Dude,
banger.
tell me
yeah.
the last Democratic banger we've had. Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, there isn't a. Is there any Democrat songs? I mean,
Well, they canceled what's his name? James Taylor, I think, at the DNC, and
oh, he didn't
that
perform. Yeah.
I was
But it was
so mad.
But they did the Beyonce Freedom, Freedom. Was that a banger?
Well, that also is like a song from the album Lemonade, if I'm not mistaken, and that
Yeah.
came out like in the last administration before that. So it's
It was
like
like a 2016.
it was
17?
Freedom.
Yeah.
I think that song's with Kendrick.
I feel like
Oh,
also
yeah.
we have to note Trump. They just keep using bangers on his stuff. Like today,
Dude.
they showed him at the conference he's at with "Hey Daddy" behind
Hey-
it,
Hey
which
Daddy.
I used "Hey Daddy" on a carousel on your TikTok of the pictures of you that went super viral.
Oh wow.
Let's not forget when Trump used net spend
Yeah,
and then won.
yeah, because Kamala just kept using "Brat."
Maybe if Kamala used Osama Son, then maybe she would have had a chance. That's
do you
all I'm
know,
gonna say.
You're pretty hip in this. Like you love Cardi, you love
yeah.
Ken Carson.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
And Cardi's in your DMs.
People don't
Is
know
he?
that.
He
Okay,
is.
last time we recorded, we didn't have that response, but we'll put a
Yeah,
screen.
but
We'll put it on
guess
screen.
Who else is in my DMs?
Who?
Cardi B. Did you guys?
Yeah,
Have you searched my DMs?
You're already skipping to the
Oh,
ding.
God.
Ah,
What?
Don.
Okay, hold up. Let's rewind it. We want to play Smash or Pass. We played this
All right,
last time.
all right.
People liked it. You go
Yeah.
ahead. You tell them the rules.
A
and we'll
quick
go.
a quick smash or pass. I mean, you know the rules. We did this last time.
Let's do
you
it.
want to smash this subject, this thing, this idea,
I
or do you
know
want
what
to pass?
Smash or pass is, John.
This is for
I'm
the
not-
lemon
I'm not a
heads.
The
boomer.
lemon heads sometimes need to.
I
Yeah.
think they got it. You
Okay.
smash
Lemon
it?
heads. I'm
What
sorry
is-
for
you tell me what
assuming.
smash means.
Smash.
No. Okay.
Smash.
You
Remember
know
that?
What smash means.
Yeah.
Wow, bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Oh my God.
I will both.
Boat.
I will vote.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right. Waymos.
Oh, smash.
Really?
Yeah.
What if they find out? Oh, Don Lemon's in our car. We're gonna take a detour somewhere else.
Oh my God, they can do that now.
I'm
with
burning
every
the
car.
Waymo.
Have you ever been in an electric car?
I've been in an electric car.
They all do it.
What?
They can connect to your car at any point because it's all digital or whatever.
But the cars are just gonna get shut off, right? Like one
Yeah.
day they're just because these electric
oh my
cars,
God,
right?
is this that? What's the name of that movie that you're thinking about? That it does that with Julia Roberts.
well, this
or
is what,
something of Rest of Us or the something.
Yeah,
of,
what happens if they just shut off? Everyone has all these electric
An
cars.
EMP.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What if Cuomo drops an EMP
really
on
care.
us?
Okay, so we're smashing Waymos. I just took my first Waymo ride when we were at
are you
Hollywood
smashing or
Unlocked.
passing?
It was insane. Like I could connect to the Spotify. It had my initials on the top.
That's a smash.
It was a smash. So
I haven't taken one yet, but it sounds like a smash to me. I'm not gonna lie.
okay.
City bikes.
total smash. You guys know I love city bikes. I take it everywhere I go.
They got you hot and heavy. City bikes.
Oh my God, I love the city bike. We shoot a lot of content on city bikes.
That was one of the
It's-
first times.
And it's one of the best ideas, I think. You get some exercise, and even if you are not that athletic, there's an assist, and it's really great. It's
The
The
first
electric
time
assist thing.
Wear a helmet.
Yeah.
No, the first time like we met, you're like, you want a city bike back? Like I don't know where we met, and I was like, sure. Like this. That. I mean, he's cool
Yeah.
like that.
You
so.
thought I was nuts.
I thought you were a little nuts,
What else?
yeah.
What's the next
Yeah,
one?
keep going.
Love Island, the TV show.
I'll pass. I don't know.
You'll pass.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
the
crazy.
culture around the show. It's a show that I am not watching. We don't
Should I
watch.
start watching it?
He watches.
It is literally the worst thing you'll ever see, but the best thing. Like it's I can't explain it. There's an episode almost every day.
Yeah.
So people are just always tuning in, and it's live. The people on the show, they don't know anything going on in the world. They don't have a phone, and it goes for, I believe, I'm not super hip, but I think it's like almost 2 months.
It sounds to me like the Housewives of whatever.
We have a friend who was on it that Chris
Yeah.
met at Govball that we went out. We brought him to the office, went out to dinner with him, and he kind of like explained to us like how it works. And there's this like voice of God producer that's like, let's get that take again kind of thing. Like it's really like, I don't know. It's kind of it's insane.
One thing
how-
that's interesting is they
Yeah.
don't know right now that we bombed Iran.
Yeah.
And these are things that they
They have
won't
no
know.
idea.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
What else we have?
Keep going.
Let's
Pass on that.
go. This is supposed to be like a lightning round.
Yeah. Come
What
on.
else?
Come
What
on.
do we
Move,
got? What do
John.
we got?
Come on, John.
Playboy Cardi's music.
Smash.
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 What else?
Ayo.
No, there's no conversation.
Why?
Drake.
YBL?
Drake.
Drake. Smash right now.
Smash.
Yeah, I like to give people another chance or whatever, and not that I ever like gave up on Drake, but I think everybody deserves a redemption and a chance to come back. I think Drake can come back. I haven't listened to his new album though.
There's no new album yet, but
I thought he dropped something. Didn't he?
He dropped it in February, I believe, with Party Next Door.
I literally
he dropped
forgot
something
that
after the
came
Super
out.
Bowl.
Yeah.
I forgot about that
we all
one.
kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, but are you smashing or passing?
Drake always is gonna release a banger. Like I knew Nokia as soon as I heard it was gonna be a banger. I'm passing right now.
I'm choosing the third option. I'm watching
All right.
Yeah.
from the corner. I'm watching from the corner. TikTok lives.
Oh, smash.
What do you love about TikTok lives?
I just look. I knew nothing about TikTok, and it's like I don't want TikTok on my phone because the Chinese government. I fell into all that thing and whatever. But TikTok has been really great. TikTok. What do I like about it? I like going live, anyways. That's my thing. I would do a live show. I would do a reality show where a camera followed me around all the time. I wouldn't care. I would totally do it.
TLC.
I would
What's
totally
up?
do it. So I like it. But what I don't like about TikTok is that the AI is too stringent. And this is the thing about AI. It doesn't take nuance in, because if you talk about things, if you just mention words that they find, that's on their like blocked list or whatever, then it will either restrict you or give you a strike, and you can't. So sometimes when I'm talking about the news, it'll like cut my live feed off.
Well, when you're riding in the backseat of a car, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It tries to ban you.
That's-
because you can't have a moving.
Forgot about that.
Is that TikTok or is that YouTube?
It was TikTok. Yeah,
TikTok.
they were removing you. We couldn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't go live in
Remember
the
that?
backseats of a car.
It's like TikTok doesn't get like it's not clocking to them that you're standing on business.
Yeah, it's
When
not
you're
clocking to them that I'm standing on business, and you're not clocking. It's not clocking to you
There you
that
go.
I'm standing on business.
Smash your pass, Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Haley, close your ears.
No. I'm gonna smash Justin.
Why?
Because everybody goes through a hard time, and when somebody's down, I'm not gonna kick him when they're down. It looks like he's having an issue, and so I want him to come back. He's a very talented young man, and what has Justin Bieber ever done to me? Nothing. Justin Bieber is clocking it that he's standing. I'm clocking it that Justin Bieber is standing on business.
I like that.
Even though I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but whatever.
I mean, imagine if you were famous from the age of like 14 and on, and just
Didn't
world
really have a childhood,
famous.
yeah.
So I'm definitely
I like
I'm
it.
smashing him right now.
I'm
I'm
smashing.
smashing it. My bad.
I'm smashing him. I'm smashing him
you're
too.
smashing
I'm
him?
I'm
The
smashing the idea of
Justin
Justin Bieber. Well,
Okay. What else? Move on.
Smash your pass. I think we're good.
For Smash or Pass, that's it?
Clip farmers. Smash!
is this our last episode? That's what you said last time.
All right, get ready for the thumbnail.
I have to see. I've got to see what it looks like. We can
Okay.
smash.
Okay.
We're
Maybe.
smashing? Okay.
No, I'm smashing Cliff Farmers. I like it.
I know you like
I
it.
think we got something here.
We have this like energy. I feel like every time we do something, magic happens.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah. We need special guests though.
We
need to work on that.
well.
Okay.
They don't know who's coming.
I don't know.
They don't know
what
who's
you're
coming.
talking about.
Don, I'm curious. Did you keep up with the Young Thug YSL trial, the RICO, when that was happening over in Atlanta?
A little bit.
A little bit?
But I think wasn't he? They didn't prove that, right?
He just did his first performance in
got
3
off, right?
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just headlined a festival.
Yeah. See, everybody, there's a redemption for everybody. America's all about redemption. Everybody, I think you should get more than one chance. And he got it. But I thought they had the RICO charges. I thought that they had their shit down, and
Yeah. Now
Nope.
he's free. He's out.
you
Do you
think-
listen to Young Thug at all, or
I'm sure I listen to it like passively, but I don't like seek
that's
it out.
that's the next question. He's dropping an album too.
Yeah.
But the same thing with Diddy. You never know.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting.
As we're taping this, there are people who are saying they believe he could get off, or he could go to prison. We'll see. He's already in jail.
Well, Diddy didn't make the barter six, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
Diddy,
Oh my gosh.
smash or pass?
Pass!
Don't fucking cancel us. No, but one thing that's cool about Young Thug, I don't know if you've like followed his music journey, but like he wore a dress on one of his album
I saw that.
covers, and he just has kind of pushed hip hop in a different.
Yeah, but so did Cardi. Like Cardi
Yeah,
does.
oh, yeah.
Cardi
Yeah.
is very.
Which Cardi are we talking about?
Playboy.
No, we're Playboy Cardi.
Okay.
Like kind of androgynous. He plays with, with gender a
Yeah.
little bit, and I
Yeah,
kind of like that. I
definitely.
think that's cool.
Yeah. I think I think especially Thug kind of passed that torch off to him in a way.
Yeah.
When Thug was gone, Cardi very much embraced the fashion, of both sides of the aisle of, how females and males dress. But yeah, love seeing Young Thug out. I was able to see his performance last weekend.
He was there in Chicago.
It was
Best city
amazing.
ever.
Best city in the world. But, similar to Young Thug is Benson Boone, right?
Oh, you love him.
Yeah.
You love him.
You love Benson Boone, right?
Oh, you've met him a couple of times, actually. Yeah.
Is this a smash or a pass? Or
No.
you just asking me?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I like it. I like Benson Boone. But after a while, like, how many flips can you do? It becomes no. I'm not throwing shade.
No,
okay?
it's fair.
But after a while, it becomes like kind of performative. It's like, okay, another flip, and he's not the first one to wear those jumpsuits. By the way, he looks good in those jumpsuits. I think Tom Jones wore jumpsuits, and
was Prince wearing jumpsuits?
Prince used to wear jumpsuits.
Freddie Mercury.
Very talented. I just want him to evolve, and maybe you guys will say "fuck you." What do you know? But yeah, that's what
I think. This is your least cancelable opinion.
Yeah, this is a great
anything.
opinion. I mean, he's an amazing performer, and you've seen him now multiple times.
Yeah.
And you interviewed him on the red carpet of the Grammys.
Yeah.
He's super nice. He's very friendly.
He's super nice.
But he needs a little bit more.
The music is just like from a songwriting place is just so plain Jane, like wheat bread.
Was it him? Who was it? There was someone who recorded an album in like 28 days or 28 hours or something like that, and they said, and you can. Sadly, it's obvious that he did.
Yeah, that was him.
That was,
yeah. And I think that's a lot of these like artists are like, I went and made this in one go, and it's like, I can tell.
Music's in a really bad spot, especially pop. We had such a great summer last year. This year, music sucks.
Well.
I can drop names because you can't probably.
But I will tell you this. Back in the day when people did albums or they would do a song or something in a short amount of time, if they did it from the magic in the studio, they didn't go in with the idea that we're going to do this album really quickly. It's just like, this is great. Why do we need to improve upon it? Right.
Yeah.
And then also those were the days when there was no auto-tune, when people could actually fucking sing. Yeah. Like really sing. Yeah. Or really play the piano, or whatever it is that they did, or the harmonica, like Stevie Wonder, or whatever. And so they would be one-take wonders because they were just so talented. And then, once it's great, why do we need to? How can you improve upon perfection?
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I tell people when they're like, I didn't like this new Cardi album. I'm like, why would you improve upon something that's already
perfect?
Don,
perfect.
One thing you have to know about
Embrace
this guy
it.
is he is obsessed with Cardi. He's obsessed.
Smash or pass.
Anyway, Mr. Lemon.
Yeah.
Do you know these brain rot terms?
No.
Because these are new ones.
All right, what we got?
These are new ones. Okay. Chris doesn't even know some of these.
I don't know.
Okay.
6'7".
6'7". Ooh.
You heard the rapper
it's
Skrilla?
all 6s and 7s means it's good, like good or good luck. That's what it used to mean.
Close enough. Love it.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
You ever heard that? Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh yeah, my mom always sings.
It's all
that.
6s and 7s with you. That's not anything new.
See, this is an interesting one because I'm actually asking you if you know what it means because I don't even know what it means.
Okay.
So we're all a little bit out of the loop on this one. Dropping the kids off at the pool. I said that I was hoping you'd spit it out.
That's not a brain rot term, is it?
It's our brain rot term.
No, you don't even have to say that. You're just saying I'm going to drop the kids.
We're shortening it now?
It's shortening it. Yeah, dropping. Everyone's like, if you say I'm going to drop the kids, they know what the rest of it is.
It's good. Next week it's gonna be I'm dropping
the kids at the pool. At the pool is too obvious. So okay,
all right.
Okay, what's next?
So you definitely know that brain rot term. Just put the fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the
bag.
bag.
Fries in the bag.
Dude with the hat on TikTok.
Oh, you know him?
Everywhere. What's his name?
Wait, you know him?
Yes. The guy with the t-shirts. Everywhere he goes, he's in the airport. People like point him out. He's in the crowd.
Say, put the fries
People
in the
are pointing
bag.
out. And he's like, no. And he runs away from them and they chase him.
We have to interview him.
What's his name? Hang on.
Yeah, one sec.
And then, okay, so then what else?
Keep going, quick.
Crashing out.
Yeah,
Crashing
out.
There's a GIF of you crashing out where you're like punching
like when you're
yourself
crashing
in the
out
head.
is like when you're losing it.
Daniel Larson.
I've heard the name Daniel Larson, but I'm not sure. Is that an actor?
I just woke up.
Woke up?
Do you have any weapons, Don?
Oh, he can't say R
He's just
W word.
Just say I just woke up.
I just woke up.
All right, thank you.
That's a good call.
Next one, really quick. I want to talk about some of your famous internet friends. First one being Steiny from the Nelk Boys.
Is that my internet friend? Does he DM me? Is he in my DMs?
He wanted to do an interview with you and Matan, which we said no to.
Why?
Because
Why didn't I know about this?
You did. We talked about it.
No, we didn't.
Okay, well then let's do it.
I would totally do it. I like that. Stymie's the one who started the thing, right?
He's one of the Nelk Boys, and he does
I know
an
who
interview.
he is. I was on the Nelk Boys. He's the one. Is he the first one? The one that sits there first?
Kyle, I think, is the main one.
Yeah, he's like really short.
He's one of the shorter guys.
Oh, I like those guys.
No, they're cool.
It's people think that I wouldn't like those guys. I like them. I thought they were obsessed with the pandemic.
You have some frat
But they
energy
were
sometimes.
they were happy that I went on. I would go back on. I wanted to come on here.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
heard
I
it
would
here
totally do it.
first.
You heard it here
Nelk
first,
Boys.
then.
Yeah, of course.
Don wants to come back. Other
Steiny.
internet friend, Bill Maher.
What about him?
Friend?
Yeah, Bill Maher's a friend.
How was it being on his podcast?
It was interesting. Look, I think that because even if you don't smoke, you get a contact high. Because
Did you?
he's so high, but that's the whole point.
Your
You
eyes
see
got
smokes
like
there.
kind of like.
I was glazed.
I saw.
a little bit.
Your eyes were
That's
getting
what
a little.
glazed means something else.
Literally.
What
Yes.
did you hit the In-N-Out drive-through right after that?
No, but I do love an In-N-Out. No, but I drank a lot, and it sets you up to be as candid as you can and as real as you can in the moment. And I think that's both good and bad. I do think that Bill gets a little too high sometimes, but it's all good. That's what makes it a
He
great
looked glazed
podcast.
by the end of
But
it.
Bill says some controversial shit.
Yeah.
And so I
So
don't know.
did
Did you
you,
guys
though.
feel? I did say controversial stuff, but I say that without being high.
Yeah.
True. But I think sometimes Bill comes off as like, get off my lawn.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
yes.
sometimes.
All right,
yeah.
next one. Keep going. We gotta
Demi
go.
Moore.
Smash. What?
Oh, she's in your DMs. You went to
Oh,
her, you
is
went to her
Demi in
birthday.
there?
You went to her
Yeah.
birthday party.
She follows
right?
me on Instagram.
I didn't realize that she was in there. I know her person, and
Yeah.
so I gotta DM her back. I don't see my DMs. You guys do. I rarely do.
We got two more. This one I know you love, Megyn Kelly.
Is in my DMs? She's not.
This is an internet friend.
She's not an internet friend.
But
She used to be a personal.
But you know
friend.
who was one? Patrick, I believe his name was.
Patrick?
Oh, I can't. He has a podcast.
Oh, the Skibbity Podcast Boys.
Skibbity?
He said, "Hey Don," recently. PBD.
Oh, PBD.
PBD, yes.
Oh, he did?
He said, "Hey Don" or something recently. We didn't. I was
Dude,
waiting.
your DMs are active.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I got to go in my DMs.
Well,
I got to learn something.
what was funny,
No, when he just said hi?
He said like, "Hey Don" or something, or "Sup Don" or something like that. So I think they want you maybe on the
PBD,
podcast.
I think it's Patrick Bet David.
Yeah.
Patrick Bet, PBD podcast.
You've listened to the.
I listened. We
It was interesting.
Oh,
when
we listened to it a couple times when we were on the road, and you
yeah.
were like, "Dude, no." You said, "Dude, these guys are the biggest Trump glazers out
They
there."
are the big. John was like.
Chris
"These
and I
guys-"
would roll our eyes every time you started playing.
I mean, it was
the
like Hot Tua
podcast.
the whole time.
Dude, it was like
That was, you know why? Because remember we were on the road and we started playing, and we heard a lot of
Yeah.
Trump, and
Yeah,
we put
we-
it out there, and they
yes.
were like, "Oh, this Don Lemon is whatever playing, positive Trump things."
Yes.
Or like I was shocked or surprised that people were saying
It was when
they
we were
were
on
going to
the
vote for
road.
Trump,
Like
and
they
I'm like,
they covered it.
I'm like, I'm neither shocked nor surprised of this. I mean, Jesse Waters asked us to come on. One of those other conservative channels asked us to come on. A lot of folks,
Yeah.
but I didn't go.
You know who was also in your DMs a couple days ago? You had no idea.
Who?
Bobby Brown. She
Oh,
said hello. That was so.
Bobby Brown, the makeup Bobby Brown,
Yeah,
not
that
Bobby
was
Brown.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
But I met Cardi B through
Yes. Yeah.
through
You were
DMs.
doing
She
some
DM'd me and said,
DM.
"I'm a big fan of yours," and so we converse on DM whenever I go and
She
look
has
at
a new album coming out, by the way.
Yeah.
Cardi.
She already sold 1.5 million units.
Yeah.
Before it came out because WAP and another song
Yeah.
was.
I have another DM.
Yes.
DM or someone,
Yeah.
a DM friend. I
Okay.
have another DM friend.
Who?
Can I bring him in?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you bring in my
Yeah.
DM friend?
Who is it?
You guys.
Wait,
can see.
whoa,
I'm gonna-
whoa. I did not know this happened.
You guys are gonna see. I'm gonna bring the mic.
I have a
I'm gonna
list.
bring him
He's
in.
not on the list.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
Get in here. there.
Are we gonna flip flop?
No, we're gonna go right here.
we're gonna start here?
Slide
Okay.
in here.
We just gotta make sure the lighting is all good.
The lighting is good. He doesn't need lighting. Look at him.
Come on, man.
We were at the DNC, and you were chasing me. I was trying to do a live.
Oh, you were doing
thing,
your live
and I had
podcast, probably like running around.
I was running around and I had no service, and I'm like, and then finally I was just saying, fuck it, and I just went
The
downstairs.
service was brutal at the DNC. There's nothing.
It was
Oh my
terrible.
gosh.
Hey Harry.
Hey, man.
It's good to see you. We saw
Likewise.
each other in person, but did we actually meet at the?
I think,
I
like-
talked to you for a second, right?
It might have been like in passing. You know,
Yeah.
like we ran into each other. I was like, oh my God, you're Don Lemon. And then you were kind of like, hey, what's up?
I got to tell you, we were talking about DM friends, and there was like, who's in my DM, and I DM you because I like you. I think what he's doing is really great.
So kind.
Yeah.
And you built this platform by yourself. How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22. I didn't. I thought you were like a West Coast kid, but you're in New York.
No, I'm in New York. I go to NYU.
Really? Like right now?
You live.
Yeah.
I mean, are you a dorm there? Or you know.
No,
you
I have
live in
my
a
own
dorm.
apartment. No,
Okay.
I need.
I live 2 blocks from NYU.
No way.
I had no idea. So anyway, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
So I DM'd him. Here he is. And so now he's on Clip Farmers. You know what a Clip Farmer is?
Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with like Twitch
Yeah.
streamers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
I have some idea.
Yeah,
I'm
there
like,
you go.
I'm politically focused, but I'm Gen Z enough to know that stuff. You know?
I mean, there's people out there like clipping your stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like on other pages. Like
I've seen
when-
like fan edits of you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Like,
God,
what do you think about like? Because we make fan edits for Dom because they're so much fun. But what do you think about like, especially in your position as a political content creator, journalist, being in the same space as the Kai Cenat? You know, you all operate on essentially the same sort of platforms.
Do you consider yourself a journalist or a content creator?
I don't know. I don't really have like a label.
Yeah.
I guess.
Labels
we're
are
just talking
so
about that.
last year,
Yeah,
man.
labels are so in the
It's so
past.
real quickly, when I'm trying to do stuff, people are like, "Oh, we're not doing journalists, we're doing content creators," and I'm like, "Well, I'm kind of in that space. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing that they still consider me."
Do you label
know,
yourself as a journalist?
No,
still?
well, I'm a journalist, but I mean, aren't we all content creators, right?
Yeah,
now?
but that's like where's the over? Like I don't know where the line is, the overlap. But like to your point, the online space is just like so new, and it's kind of weird to think about that. You know, me and Kai Cenat are kind of in the same space. We're also just totally different. Like we have totally different audiences, and so we both make content, but looping us in together feels a little cumbersome almost. So I don't know. I mean, I think that overlap will become. Will become more interesting as years go on and see like how can somebody who's like a Kai Cenat collaborate with somebody that's like a Dom Lemon, you know?
Do you? Well, we did a little
Well-
collab at the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
I did.
If you look up Kai
yeah,
Cenat
there's a gif
gifs,
of you like holding
Yeah.
the Playboy Cardi
Yeah, they're
symbol.
doing the thing.
It has millions of views by the way.
yeah,
We
it's
uploaded
it's
it.
huge.
These
Really?
guys are making me hip.
Oh, yeah. Gen Z gurus or
Wait,
whatever?
I have to ask a question though. There's a great video of you. It's probably one of your most viral videos from a couple years ago, where you're kind of shaking a little bit when you're reporting one of your live clips. What happened there?
Are you referencing my
Obama
video with President
I
Obama?
love that video.
Yeah.
Honestly, that
Oh
was
my
my
God.
first
I love
introduction
it.
of you. Like I was
Really?
like, who is this? And I'm like, why is he shaking so much? But yeah, I would love to.
Dude, that was such a crazy day. Like I was I think I was 19 at the time, and there were 4 other people with me meeting Obama, and I was not meant to be there. Like I had 500,000 followers on TikTok. Everybody else had like multi-millions of followers. I was just like this random kid in college, and so I felt a little out of place. And so when I was filming with Obama, I was really nervous. And I told him before I started, I was like, I'm going to mess this up, and he's like, no, I'll probably do it too. But I just couldn't shake the nerves. So I was just like, oh my God, the
Was
president's
that
standing
really
by
your
me.
hand?
Yes.
Was that seriously?
That was I was really nervous.
I thought it was like a video that was just shaky.
No.
And,
That
oh
was my hand.
God.
There's
That
no
was my hand.
TikTok earthquake effect, unfortunately. You know, it
They
does
wouldn't have
not
let me put that
exist.
on that video, no. But
It's
it was-
weird. Is it weird to you? You're a new kind of famous. Do you,
I hate that word. I don't like the F word. I call it.
you
the
don't think
F
you're
word.
famous?
Famous?
No, I don't
Well,
think-
I
you're,
always say people always say I'm a celebrity, and I don't feel like that.
Well, you are.
but-
You are.
but
I
I
would.
don't feel like I don't feel.
Yeah.
I think a celebrity is like Brad Pitt.
I think you guys are both famous.
Yeah, you guys-
Chris and I just looked at
Yeah,
each other.
So that's where I was going. So you're a new kind of famous. Is it weird, like, for when people stop you and say, do they stop you and say hello? I would imagine they do.
Yeah, I've had that a little bit in New York City, not as often because it's just such a big city. You know what I mean? There's so many people here. But like for example, when I go out to bars with my friends, I'll occasionally run into people, mostly guys, being like, "Hey, I disagree with you," but you know. I respect what
Interesting.
you're
Yeah.
doing."
Do you get
Oh, I
hate?
get
Do
that
you
a
ever
lot.
get hate in person?
I've had people come up to me and be like, I disagree with you, but I respect you. It's always been like kind. But there was one bad interaction on the day of Trump's. It was either the start of, I think it was the start of his criminal trial in New York City. And I went down to the courthouse with my friend Isaiah. And I wasn't there to do anything. I was just kind of like observing, seeing what was going on in the courthouse. And then one guy came up to me and he was like, had a MAGA hat on. He had all the gear. He wanted to shake my hand. I was like, hey, man, I'm just here with my friend. I'm just trying to like chill over here. And he got furious at me. He's like, why won't you shake my hand? I'm like, dude, I'm just like, and then all of his buddies came in. There was like 10 to 15 MAGA guys around me. And there's videos online you can find where they all got out their cameras and started filming me. But that was the only, nobody like.
Yeah, but those guys are usually pussies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because I had this whole thing built up in my head of like, I can't go to a Trump rally because I'm going to get mobbed or they're going to try to attack me. And then, do you know Jolly?
Yes, I love Jolly, yes.
Actually, Jolly, we have to call Jolly back. We should get Jolly on here.
We will.
Jolly's great.
And I said, Jolly, if I go to a MAGA rally with you, it's going to be a target on both of us. And it was going to be me, him, and Michael Fanone for the big protest.
Oh, man.
All right, that's a trio.
That's a trio, man.
But then I realized as he was talking to the people there, those people are just pussies.
They're keyboard
not that informed.
Keyboard warriors.
No, but yeah, seriously. And then it's like you. If I go out and I see like MAGA folks or like sort of the Rogan types, they all want to buy me a drink. They all want selfies, and by the end of the night, they're all like trying to talk to you. And, right?
We have gone
weird.
everywhere across the country, and I've never seen one person approach you in a negative way.
Really,
like
not
that.
one.
No
Really?
one's ever been like they've never pressed you. They've never like.
No one pressed you on the road.
You guys get like that's what I'm saying. You guys get so many hate comments on your videos and your content. But it's interesting that no one really.
Wow, nobody's ever pressed you. Nothing like.
No, with them.
Not
but
with
I've
us,
had,
at least.
I've had a couple of people. Usually, what they like to do is if you're live, like when I was on CNN, if I was live, they'd try to come in and say something. Or were we live? Did someone when we were doing a live?
At the DNC, a woman kind of pressed you.
But
they trick you though. They act like
But they're all very respectful.
No, this
Usually.
was like a specific troll. Like he's a
We
popular-ish
got trolled
troll.
for Project 2025 because you held up a thing because it had Project.
What's his face? What's
that
that guy's name?
Charlie Kirk?
No, it wasn't Charlie Kirk.
It's another. He made a film.
I loop them all in the
I want
same.
everyone
No,
to know
that guy
this.
called me and asked me to. That guy emailed me and asked me to do a show with him, the fishing show.
Yes.
I
the
fucked
name
up. I
is
posted the video and I did not. That was me. I got
Matt
in
Walsh?
trouble.
Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh. Came up to you at the DNC.
He had a
was
disguise
in
on.
disguise.
I have a picture
And we
of
held
him.
up a little. We did a whole piece on Project 2025 and
I have a portrait of his friend wearing like this Kamala support shirt,
Yeah,
but
they
it
were-
ended up being this fake.
Oh my god.
Like
a lot of people
the
watched that movie.
the
People are weird.
extents that they went to do it is like, if you ask me, slightly embarrassing.
It wasn't like the My Pillow guy at the DNC. There were a few other. What
got
are you
into
doing
it with
there?
him. Yeah.
You know,
What?
like-
First of all, what is he doing there? How did he? Get
First of all, give me a pillow.
Yeah,
Second
yeah,
of all,
yeah,
leave.
yeah.
Like,
Leave. No, that guy. I got into
I
a
saw
debate
that.
with
Yeah,
him.
you did something.
What happened?
I think he asked me if I had a vasectomy yet or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, that's right. It's Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
He's doing a fishing show and he wants me to come on the fishing
yeah.
show.
Well, how do they
We'll have,
invite
like,
you?
A conversation. No, he emailed me.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't DM me.
Well, you might as well go on Gavin Newsom first.
But
and then
maybe
you'll
I should
hit
do
the-
it. But-
Wait, did you get invited on Gavin Newsom?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
that-
We're inviting ourselves.
Yeah, we're-
No,
Oh,
I-
yeah. Cool.
Gavin is not happy with me right
Why is he
now.
not happy with you?
Because when he
Come on,
when he
Gavin.
started interviewing all the Charlie Kirk and
Dr.
whatever, I was like,
Phil.
I love that you're talking to other people, but I need you to press them. And he's like, well, the whole idea is for a conversation. And I said, yes, but you are interviewing some of the worst people and
Dangerous folks. Like,
well, it's and not serious people. You're interviewing bigots, racists,
And he's like,
sexist.
"Here, like,
my son
And you're
wanted
like,
to
"My
skip
son loves
school.
you," and it's like, okay, Steve Bannon. It's like, but you challenge them a little bit on their beliefs. I'm not saying that you have to, just drag them when they're on your show, but at least challenge them a bit more. And he's like, well, whatever. And then he we used to text all the time, and then he pushed me off.
No way.
His PR person.
I've only had positive interactions with Gavin Newsom.
It wasn't negative, but he was just. I think he was a little bit uncomfortable, and I think he was going through it. But I still text him. It's totally fine.
he's making a comeback.
Yeah,
He's really
He's doing really well right now.
What do you think? He's come back, right?
I think he's come back, and you can see it in his 2028 numbers if he wants to run. He
Yeah.
hasn't said he wants to, but
What have you learned? And how long have you been doing this?
since I was 17, so
Since you were
5
17.
years.
Did you have any idea that you would get to this point?
No, I started during the middle of COVID. Like I was working local political internships,
Yeah.
and all that got shut down because of COVID. And so I was like, well, how else can I, be part of the 2020 election? And so I saw these people, young people especially, on TikTok posting, and I was like, I feel like I could do that, and I started doing it.
So you don't have a show or a podcast. You're strictly social. You're strictly TikTok.
I mean, no, I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. I have a YouTube now where I post.
You do have a
daily.
YouTube
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
okay.
And I actually just worked with the Spotify people. We're bringing it over to Spotify.
Oh,
as well.
Oh,
rock
awesome.
on.
Yeah.
So do
Congrats.
you have a particular show? Or is it just all your social stuff that's on? You put on those platforms.
I mean, like, I guess the content on YouTube is different than that of TikTok.
We
like,
need
they're
the Harry Sisson show.
well, it's
Yeah.
on Spotify. It's
Okay,
literally
it is.
called
Okay,
the Harry
great.
Sisson Show.
Great. All right, everybody, tune
Okay.
into the Harry Sisson show. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh gosh, dude, that's.
I think you're doing it right.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
I'm in Gallatin at NYU, so it's kind of like craft your own major.
Yeah.
I'm studying politics and law with a focus on constitutional law.
Yeah. So you're on campus during one of the most watched mayoral races.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the most watched in New York since you guys weren't even born yet, since David Dinkins and Giuliani faced off back in the
Wow.
90s. So what's going on campus? Tell me what you think about what Zoran has done.
Well, I think a lot of my NYU peers are very happy about Zoran and his rise, and I think his rise is incredibly impressive. And I said the night that he won, I said on Twitter, I was like, "There's a lot to be learned here. Whatever you think of him as a Democrat, you could be like, oh, he's too far left, or I agree with him. There's a lot of lessons to be learned. He's 33. He's an assemblyman. He utilized social media better than I think any candidate we've seen. I think better than Trump, who did it very well during the 2024 election. So I know a lot of my peers are pretty happy about it. You know?
Yeah, and social media, that's a big part of it. Speaking of clip farming, you go on a lot of crazy shows. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the summit. I don't do panels. And so I'll see you like on Piers Morgan or
Yeah.
some have you been on what's that guy's name? The guy that got tied up in the Russian thing.
Oh,
Tim
Tim.
Pool
Mr.
show?
No,
Beanie, right?
They asked me to.
You wouldn't go. Why do you go on those shows? You do a good job.
Thank you, I
Sometimes you
appreciate
just sit there and smile and laugh at them, which is what I do because it's so ridiculous. But
Yeah.
and a lot of that shit gets clip farmed and people send it out and they
Yeah.
say bad things about you or good things. You don't give a shit, do you?
No, I don't. Who the fuck cares? I mean, like as you said, like they're all keyboard warriors. These guys are, you know, I always envision when I see like somebody say, "Oh, Harry's the worst," and it's coming from an account that's named MAGA Patriot 123. I'm like, this guy's like sitting in his basement, Cheeto dust on the keyboard, man. Like I don't, you know, why would I care about what this person has to say?
Were you ever afraid to go to the rallies? Did you feel unsafe at all?
Yeah, I think like I was in Las Vegas before the election briefly doing some campaign work, and there was a Trump rally the same day that there was a Harris rally in Vegas. So I went to the Trump rally, then to Harris later in the night. Yeah. But at the Trump rally, I was pretty nervous. You know, they have some liberal gun laws, not liberal in the political sense, but you know, you can pretty much carry a gun anywhere. And so I was a little nervous of that. And there were some people coming up to me like, "You're part of a conspiracy. You're the deep state. You're paid by the White House." I'm like, whoa, and it was just kind of crazy.
They're really dumb.
I mean, those people.
Do we want to do smash or pass with him?
I mean,
I think we should do it, Harry.
We should. Well, let's add some more people right now to it. I mean, we went
Yeah.
through ours. I mean, I think the first thing I'm interested. Who are you listening to right now? Because I've seen
Yeah,
the
that's
Not
what I was
Harry
gonna
Sisson
ask.
account, and there's been some Drake on there. So are you a Drake fan, or like who do you listen to typically? Like what's on your playlist?
Yeah,
not like Benson Boone, Alex Warren, or
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big Drake fan,
Okay.
and so that's a little controversial to say now because of all the beef. But I don't think you can hate on the greatness. He's been in the game for so long.
I just smashed on.
Yeah, he smashed Drake.
You did?
Or he
Yeah,
smashed
man,
on
also,
Drake.
look, I think he's very talented. I think he has more number ones than just
Yeah.
about anyone than Michael
Yep.
Jackson
Yeah.
even. And I mean, you can't count
He
him
has
out.
amazing music. Like
Plus, I believe in redemption. I believe that everybody,
he'll
hey,
come back.
Yeah.
I also believe in watching a generational ass whooping too.
What do you mean?
Do we have a Kendrick fan over here?
I mean, the past year and a half.
Kendrick Lamar. I like, I'm not going to hate on them. I appreciate greatness. You know, Kendrick Lamar is fantastic. You know, I listen to Kendrick Lamar. It's been a lot of Lil Baby as well. Lil Baby.
Oh, cool.
Gunna.
Nice.
Gunna's been great. Yeah, I think like that kind of realm. But also, I think it's weird when like the alpha bros online, they try to like gender music. So like, oh, if you're a guy, you can only listen to this. You're a girl, you listen to this. If you're like a guy and you can't appreciate that Billie Eilish, for example, is great, I think that's more of like an insecurity.
All those guys are gay.
Yeah.
You think so?
Anybody who has that big of an issue about what gender music you're listening to. And by the
Yeah,
way,
it's-
even did you see Tucker Carlson when he said to? I think it was Matt Walsh. I think it was Matt Walsh where he said, "Why are all these war hawks in the Republican Party all gay?"
Oh,
Yeah.
I did
And he's
see
talking
that,
about
yes.
Lindsey Graham and
Yes.
Well, you had
what's his
things
name
to
from
say
South
at
Carolina.
your live show. I mean, every time you go to the Trump Hotel or the hotel,
No,
and
it's not even the hotel. Every time I go to
go to the
a
RNC.
Republican event, I get
Yeah.
hit on by more
Really?
straight Republican men than if I go to DNC. I don't get hit on by straight married men.
I've
at
seen it
Republican
too. I've
events.
seen when we were in DC one time. There was a guy just staring at you. They want to buy him a drink.
Harry, they're so repressed. And it's
They have
weird.
scary riz.
There's a weird thing when they see
Scary
you.
riz.
No, there's a weird thing when they see you, like even the people who like hate you or whatever. When they see you, they're like, "Oh my God!" They feel like they're seeing a celebrity, and so they're just sort of caught off guard and they're a little bit starstruck. But also, there are lots of very closeted, repressed Republicans.
When you say hit on, like how deep in the hitting on are we getting? Are they like just casual flirting, or are they like, here's my hotel room and card?
Hey Don, hand on shoulder.
It all starts from the
there's a nod
DM.
there.
No, I'm serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
I honestly, I know I've heard of like the.
It doesn't happen to you because you're not gay.
Yeah.
But if you were gay, if they knew you're gay, yeah.
Wow. At
Yeah.
the like Trump rallies.
I've never gone. I haven't gone to a Trump rally
Okay,
since
okay,
Kellyanne
okay.
Conway was involved in the first campaign, and she.
You said like the RNC.
The
This
RNC
is-
you said when
The
they broke
RNC, but
Grindr.
inauguration night at the Trump Hotel during the first thing.
Oh yeah.
You know who Bakari Sellers is?
I've
Bakari
heard the
Sellers
name.
is on
Yeah.
CNN, and he's
Yeah.
a friend of mine. And he said inauguration night. He said, "Let's go to the Trump Hotel." And I said, "You're crazy. I'm not going." He goes, "Come on, let's go. I'll protect you. Nobody's going to beat you up." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not worried about them beating me up." I said, "Every time I go to a Republican event, I get hit on by more repressed gay men." And he's like, "No way. Oh, you gay guys, you think that every straight guys want you?" And I'm like, "Okay, let's go." And I went, and like halfway through the night, when the drinks started showing up, and they're all standing over there, he's like, "Holy shit!"
Wow.
Yeah, it's true.
I
If you have
honestly,
a gay friend, go with them to a Republican event.
Okay.
And
I'll
you'll see
someone who's
noted.
As a
openly-
test.
Yeah.
As a test.
Someone who's openly gay.
Come
Yeah.
back,
was
tell
like-
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll report back.
We need a diagnostics report of how it's working at the Republican events.
You guys know what happens at Republican events?
Yeah,
At the
the
Republican events,
server
Grindr,
crashed.
It goes
there's so
down.
many
Didn't it
people
happen
in
at the
server.
RNC? Went down.
It happens every.
God.
I
4
like
years.
every time I see and it happens like within the first day too. So it's like they're getting
Relax.
busy.
Because they're
They're getting
They're
busy.
going in.
And-
Relax, guys.
So any other music? Any other
I
thing?
wanted to ask. Do you listen to Addison Rae? Have you heard her new stuff?
I've heard some Addison Rae songs.
What do you
yeah.
think?
I think I'm impressed. Like I think
Yeah.
from going from in 2020 on TikTok during COVID and like dancing and stuff like that to having her own studio album and having doing shows with all these big artists. I think that's like impressive.
Thank you
Thank
for
you, sir.
joining. What's next for you?
Man, I don't know. Graduating college.
So you don't
Getting
know
that
what you
done.
want to be. Obviously, look, you can take this career. This career, if you do what you're doing now, this is already a
these
career.
are
yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
Whoa!
what the fuck?
Whoa!
What's wrong with you?
Sorry, do you mind if I borrow this? I have to say that
Wait.
you are God's gift to TikTok and Instagram Live, and you are absolutely gorgeous. And I need you to drop. I need you to drop. How do you look so young? You are in your 60s, but your skin looks. I need your
not
skin.
fucking 60
I need
years
your
old.
moisturizer.
Get him out.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
Who is that crazy?
Sorry about that.
What's that? Get Carrot Top out of here. The fuck is that?
What just happened?
I'm not 60, you fucker.
He's 59, bitch.
God damn it.
He's 59.
Was that Carrot Top or Joy Behar? Who was that?
That's what happens when
that
you talk
crazy
smack
lady?
about Playboy Cardi, by the way. That I got my boy here ready.
My bad. I'll never do it again.
Sorry about that.
No.